Hello everyone and welcome to this trailer reaction video. Once again, we're checking out all this great Nintendo stuff that we've seen the last couple days. And this one is probably the greatest of them all.
The 2017 Game of the Year.
I don't know if I want to go that far yet, but it's shaping up to be it's shaping up to look pretty good.
We're talking about ARM. I'm just kidding.
Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say we're talking about ARMS.
Oh, no, we're not talking about ARMS. Although we didn't hate it, so don't hate. Check out our
Ultimate Super Street Fighter 2 Deluxe Turbo Championship Fighting Edition.
Not that either. No. Sorry. We're taking a look at The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild trailer from the 2017 Switch presentation. This is more story than we've seen in any of the Zelda trailers.
I'm gonna go get a napkin to wipe the drool up from my nose.
All right, well, let's check this out, people.
Such a pretty game.
It is. They have made a point of showing us how pretty it is the last 6 months.
What if Nathan Drake walked up and was like, "Hey, this is really pretty"?
Oh, that would be amazing.
Dude, look at it's got that foggy, hazy look right there. That's really awesome.
If Nathan Drake showed up, Game of the Year.
It'd be like, "Hey, Link, use the hook shot like this."
Yeah.
All right.
It is really pretty.
Snow. It is.
I like that it's going to have all these geographical differences and weather and all that kind of stuff. It's fantastic.
Oh, there's one of the Kokiri. Great Deku Tree. Yes. And there it is.
Master Sword.
The Sword of Evil's Bane. Always in a rock, always in a forest, except in the Temple of Time. And there's Link. Look how huge that world is.
It is massive. They were showing it during the treehouse. People were zooming out on the map, and it's just huge.
I didn't get to see it. Look at that. Dude, I know we've seen this before, but that is, look at that. Yes.
The history of the royal family of Hyrule is also the history of the Calamity Ganon.
God,
the history of the Calamity Ganon.
That has endured.
I love the look of Calamity Ganon. They show Death Mountain in the background again.
Holy moly.
Yeah, this is great. There he is.
Holy moly.
He looks just evil right there. The Pokeblins. But what is that? I have no idea what that was.
The variety of enemies looks impressive.
The variety of weapons he's using there. The little tablet there. Look at that.
They showed he's got a full inventory system, so he can have like 15 weapons on him at one time and switch between.
Awesome. I love that. Oh, it's like some Wind Waker crap going on there. And the Deku Tree. Was the Deku Tree right in front of the Master Sword?
Oh, I don't know.
Oh! He's the protector of the Forest and the Master Sword. That would be awesome. Oh. Zelda bathing?
I love... There's one scene coming up, because I had to watch this prior.
That looks like some anime.
It looks amazing.
It was all for nothing.
Her voice acting is great too, in my opinion.
I completely agree.
Oh, breaks my heart. Right
Dude,
there.
but what happens right there to make her...
So excited.
Oh, the Gorons are back. So that we've got Kokiri, we got the fairies, Great Fairy, and the Zoras. So we've got all three of our species back there.
Ooh, and the Wind Waker bird people.
Yeah, fantastic. Love it. And she looks not like a princess here. Oh my god, what a awesome! I want this game. What is happening? Was that Calamity Ganon?
She looks princessy, but also like a normal person. Like,
wake up, Link.
Regal, but not too.
And there's the big thing.
And
launch
coming
day.
out day
launch
of.
Day. Launch day.
Which was the
Screw
big
you.
question coming in, because
Screw you, Wii U. We don't want you.
Yeah, they were talking about the localization possibly needing to push it a few months before it was going to come out. I thought that was a horrible decision. I thought it was going to be really bad for the console.
They were talking June. No, get this thing out. They're not going to put a Zelda game out, and it's not right. This game is going to be right. It looks right. The story looks good. It doesn't matter where in the timeline this fits because it's so screwed up anyway. But it looks, if I'm correct, it looks like this is what happens if Link loses the battle to Ganon at the end of Ocarina.
Oh yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure where it fits.
He wakes up 100 years later or something along those lines. This is what supposedly like he's ruled the Ganon. Evil has ruled Hyrule for this long. This is what has happened, and another hero of time has emerged or been brought back.
Gotcha.
So I think there's a connection there, which everybody knows. Ocarina is my favorite game of all time, so that excites me. So, God, it looks pretty. It looks like it plays pretty. The open worldness, I can go to any dungeon I want right off the bat. You can walk straight to Ganon and try to beat him, which would be really stupid because you missed the beautiful game. Dude, I don't see anything I don't like so far.
No, the only thing that I would say as a non-Legend of Zelda purist person is I love the fact that it seems like at least portions of the game are fully voiced. Zelda's going to have a voice actress. People are already saying that the Japanese voice actress sounds a lot better than the American one. I think the American one sounds just fine, but you know, it'll be picky for people to have a Zelda game that has voice acting in it. I do feel like, especially after I played the most recent Pokemon game, was the fact that a lot of these emotions and everything were coming through certain characters, and then your character was just stood there. And I'm worried that I hope that they make him emote as much as they should from his face and from his actions, so that you're not losing the connection.
And I hope that scene where he puts his arms around her while she's crying and kind of holds her shows a little bit of what they're going to do with him there.
Right.
Like he sees she's breaking down. He puts her in his arms.
Right.
He holds her. Link has always been able to show this look of dread when something bad's about to happen. But he's never talked. Hopefully they can keep that up and maybe do even better with it. I agree. Right. He needs to evoke emotion and show emotion, because there's some really bad crap happening in this world, and he's the one who's been tasked to save it.
Well, there's been lots of movies and characters, and when silent film was big and all that kind of stuff, there's been silent protagonists that have been able to convey emotions through their movements and their face and all that kind of stuff without having to say anything. And I hope that they really transform him and make him emote too, because that's a hugely emotional scene right there. I'm sure it will be within the context of the game as well. And if he's not emoting like she is, it's going to feel really weird. So I hope that they put as much into him, which I'm sure they will, being the main protagonist, that they have put into all the rest of the characters and their emotions. So,
and I guarantee he'll say "hi-ya" really well.
Yeah, yeah, probably. Yeah. Again, something we talked about recently with open world games, you always hope that there is enough stuff to do. Like, sure, the map is huge, but is there enough stuff to do within that map to always be exploring and always stay busy and not get bored? And I know they've kept a lot off the map because they don't want to ruin anything, they don't want to spoil anything, but it also worries me a little bit that it's going to be this massive place that isn't going to be as full as maybe it should be. But we will see.
We won't know till, March the 3rd?
It is shaping up to possibly be, obviously it's probably going to be a Game of the Year contender.
Game of the Year contender, yes, very much so. There's some other games out there that'll give it a run, but it is. And I'm trying to look at it without a bias, because there are Zelda games out there I don't like as much as others.
Right.
And I don't want another Twilight Princess. I want something new that leans on the shoulders of Ocarina and the originals and Link to the Past and things like that, but gives us something new. And it looks like that might be what we're getting.
Well, and I love the fact that they're making this more RPG-ish, where he can have different weapons, he can have different, outfits and different armors and different...
He cooks recipes!
Right, the customizability of him is really important if you're going to make it more RPG and more open world, and they're definitely adding all of that into it.
I love that. I love it.
We just need Ignis in there. I've thought of a new recipe.
Then all of a sudden you get this food porn picture of it on a
Oh
table.
man,
Like,
I want to
Yeah.
eat the food in that game. It looks so good.
yeah, Link looks like he just throws everything in a pot and makes a stew. It's like some Lord of the Rings stuff. Just throw in a pot and make a stew.
It
Yeah.
looks. This is the trailer I've wanted, and I'm glad they put it together and they put it where it is, because it's definitely
And
got me more excited.
I can't wait to see the final form of Ganon, because they're showing that off. That's not going to be his final form.
Right.
And if he's already that big, oh, can't wait for that boss fight.
It's gonna be massive.
It's gonna be huge. Yes.
Well, guys, this was our trailer reaction for The Legend of Zelda: Breath of the Wild, kind of the story trailer, I guess is what I would call it. Because it showed obviously how beautiful the environments are again. Everything that Link's going to be able to do, all the RPG elements, and then a lot of actual story and emotional context of the game that was what I wanted. That's what's blown me away at this point, is especially just that scene where Zelda is crying in his arms, and how realistic in a cartoony graphic way that is something that really stands out to me and really has me more excited than I was previous.
Right at home.
Yep, exactly. So let us know in the comments below what you thought, and hit that like and subscribe button. That really helps us out, helps our channel a lot. And we will see you on our next video.